Tensions between China and Japan are soaring, and it all started with a comment about Taiwan.
Recently, China sent its Coast Guard ships into the waters around the Senkaku Islands, which Japan administers, but China claims as the Diaoyu Islands.
Beijing called this a rights enforcement patrol, but it happened right after some strong words were exchanged. So, what sparked this? Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi told Parliament that if China were to attack Taiwan, it could trigger a military response from Japan. This statement lit a fire in Beijing. China, which sees Taiwan as its own territory to be reunified, was not happy and has been demanding a retraction. Taiwan, for its part, has been on high alert over a recent 24-hour period.
Taiwan's defense ministry detected 30 Chinese military aircraft, 7 Navy ships, and 1 official ship operating near the island.
Maps even showed Chinese drones flying very close to Yanaguni, a Japanese island just 110 kilometers from Taiwan. While Chinese military activity in the area isn't new, this level of intensity is concerning. The diplomatic fallout has been swift and severe. China's Consul General in Osaka made a comment about cutting off the dirty head that sticks out,
prompting a formal protest from Tokyo. Then, Beijing summoned the Japanese ambassador for the first time in over 2 years.
China's defense ministry even declared that any Japanese intervention in Taiwan would be doomed to fail.
The pressure campaign didn't stop there.
China has now advised its citizens against traveling to Japan and even urged them to reconsider studying there,
citing an unstable security environment. This is a big deal.
Last year, over 123,000 Chinese students were studying in Japan,
making them the largest group of foreign students by far. A significant drop in these numbers could really hurt Japanese universities. In response, 3 major Chinese airlines are now offering free refunds or changes for tickets to Japan. Japanese leaders have traditionally maintained a strategic ambiguity on Taiwan.
Much like the United States, their main security ally,
they've avoided public hypotheticals about a military response. Prime Minister Takaichi's direct comments broke from this tradition, and Beijing sees it as a major provocation. Chinese state media has been equally harsh, calling Takaichi's remarks a dangerous political stunt. One editorial warned that a conflict between Japan and China wouldn't be a small skirmish.
It would likely draw in other powers, like the U.S., and could spiral into a massive conflict with unimaginable consequences. For decades, the status quo has been the delicate balance in the region.
Taiwan's government and people overwhelmingly reject the idea of Chinese rule and want to decide their own future.
Meanwhile, China's ruling Communist Party considers unification inevitable and views any opposition as an escalation.
As its military capabilities grow, Beijing is ramping up both its military and non-military pressure.
This situation is incredibly tense.
It shows how a single statement can trigger a cascade of reactions, putting diplomatic relations on a knife's edge and raising the stakes for regional stability. We'll be keeping a close eye on how this develops. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow for more updates on this story.